Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ollie here from CryptoVest.com. Today is the 17th of August and we're going to be looking at ZenCash trading its Bitcoin today. Everybody is looking at VeChain and VeChain Thor because it's pumping like 30% today. And a lot of sort of focus is taken away from these smaller coins. And I did Grossel Coin TA a few days ago and I'm looking at ZenCash now. So it's looking at some of the coins further down the CoinMarketCap listing. ZenCash is rated at 74, and the reason that I'm looking at today is because it's about to undergo a major rebranding on August 22nd. So sort of similar to what we saw Lisk do earlier on in the year. That didn't particularly work out quite so well, and obviously Ray blocks when it changed to Nano worked quite well for that. But so an interesting thing, rebrandings are always interesting times for cryptocurrency projects. Whether they are successful or unsuccessful, it really depends on the timing. Lisk was very unfortunate with their rebranding. Everything was great and the project is very strong, but unfortunately the timing of the bear market just coincided with their rebranding, and a lot of people didn't have the money to put into the project like they wanted to. And sort of market demand sort of fell a lot for most assets at that time. So it would be interesting to see how this does. But generally, ZenCash will be looking to do a whole host of things. It won't be just looking to change the logo. The rebranding will also include some security measures and some new protocols. So they're going to try and increase their ASIC resistance because, for some of you that know, at the start of June they had a 51% attack on the network, on the ZenCash network, and I think the hacker was able to do that with only $30,000 of equipment, or I think he rented equipment to do it, or he or she, whatever. So it highlighted a real major flaw in that particular proof of work network. So they're now looking to really revamp their security front. So interesting on that point. Looking at the coin itself, it has an incredibly low circulating supply. It's only got 4.5 million coins in circulation. It's just risen back above $20. I think it's got the fourth smallest coin supply out of the top 100 cryptocurrencies, and usually small supply means a decreased supply means that coins typically have or can have a higher price point because there's a great demand for a small amount of coins. Coins that have billions and billions in their supply are less likely to ever amount to more than a dollar or two because the money just doesn't exist in the crypto market for it to be the same price as Bitcoin. So smaller supply coins generally can create bigger values. So looking at this in a chart perspective, we can see that straight away it's on a very strong uptrending base support level. And you can see this is probably one of the strongest base supports I've seen in a while. And you can see it's hit this pretty faithfully on sort of 5 main times, on main occasions. But it had this really nice triple bottom here in December. And if we just widen this out a little bit so you can see it better. This is just perfect textbook example of a triple bottom. You can see that it just sprang off this. And in a matter of 13 days, pushed nearly 200% off this triple bottom. So a really nice example there of a bullish reversing pattern. So that was just nice to see. But yeah, looking at the actual current price action, you can see that it retraced back to this support line, is now pushing back again. Some sort of momentum over 1 day indicates. You can see MACD is actually looking pretty bullish. The 12 moving average, the faster moving average, is starting to diverge back towards the signal line. You can see that this histogram is showing increased buy momentum towards the sort of bullish area above, which is good. On the RSI, you can see there's been an increase in momentum. It's starting to pick up now, which is a good sign. And also, if we do the Ishimoku indicator, if we bring that in, and I've taken out the lagging span and the lead 1 and 2 lines just to make it a little bit easier to observe. So we have the T and K line, the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun Sen lines here, with Kumo clouds. At the moment, we actually have a bearish divergence still between the T and K lines here. But if you move across to 4-hour candles, something a bit closer, you can actually see. Let me auto this out. You actually see that the candles, the price action is about to climb through the cloud, which is a very strong reversal indicator, and you can actually see that we have bullish TK crossing here. If you look at 3-hour candles, we look a bit more closer, you can see that the price action is actually already halfway through climbing through the Kumo cloud, and again we still have that TK crossing. And if we look at 1-hour candles, so a real close look at the price action, you can see it's actually broken through, and we have a very, very high TK crossing here, so with even a supporting Kumo cloud ahead of it. So looking pretty good. We're just waiting for the 1-day Ishimoku to catch up with that, but it's looking like momentum is picking up quite nicely. So yeah, we've got a sort of few targets in the middle. You can see it's actually a sort of middle channel here. If we shrink it down a bit, you can see that this is kind of like almost like the signal line on the MACD indicator below here. You can see that usually if this line finds support along this sort of bottom green line here, and it finds resistance along this top red here, and you can see on the resistance points several occasions it's found resistance along this level. So usually when it does pass through this, it's usually a bullish indicator. So I'm going to keep those there and see how this pattern performs over the next sort of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Hopefully with the market recovering like it is, we could see this this price action start to retrace all the way back to this line, which would give us a somewhere around the sort of 40% mark, maybe 38% gain from where it is right now as a long-term goal. But we'll include that in the main TA, guys. And for the full price targets and all the rest of it, if you want to head over to CryptoVest.com, we'll get a look into that in more detail. Link will be in the description. And yeah, please like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.